Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we decode the secrets hidden in plain sight within company filings. And today we are diving deep into an 8K filing from Aldeyra Therapeutics, Incorporated, a company that's really pushing the boundaries in the medical world. Now, this filing from Aldeyra Therapeutics Incorporated might seem a little dry at first, but trust me, there are some really interesting nuggets in here about their research and development progress, especially if you are invested in the future of medicine or just curious about where drug development is heading. Consider this your quick and dirty translation of a super important corporate announcement. So what's the big news on the 13th of November 2025? Aldeyra Therapeutics Incorporated is putting out some information about their 2025 research and development webcast. Think of it as a company update session where they share their latest breakthroughs and future plans with investors and the public. The company itself, Aldeyra Therapeutics Incorporated, is focused on developing new treatments for various diseases, and they are particularly interested in something called RASP modulators. What are RASP modulators, you ask? Well, RASP stands for reactive aldehyde species, and these guys are basically nasty little molecules that can cause a lot of damage to our cells, contributing to inflammation and various diseases. Aldeyra's goal is to create drugs that can control or shut down these harmful RASP molecules. And just so you know, the company's stock is traded on the Nasdaq stock market under the ticker symbol ALDX. The main point of this announcement is to share a slide presentation that Aldeyra is using during their webcast. This presentation is essentially their report card and future roadmap for their research and development efforts. It is like giving you a sneak peek into their lab and their strategy. The presentation touches on the big picture, the goals, the opportunities, and the potential of their RASP modulator product candidates and their entire development pipeline. This means they are discussing all the potential drugs they are working on and how these drugs could help people. They are also giving updates on the timing and expected outcomes of their clinical trials. These are the studies where they test their drugs on people to see if they are safe and effective. Now, no company gets a free pass, especially in the pharmaceutical industry. Aldeyra is very upfront about the risks involved. They acknowledge that there is always a chance of delays or outright failure in getting their drugs approved by regulatory bodies like the Food and Drug Administration. This could happen if the FDA doesn't accept their applications for review, if they issue a response letter saying no, or if they require more studies or data before they can even consider approval. It's refreshing to see Aldeyra being so transparent about their early stage of development. They are not shy about stating that they might not ever have products that bring in a lot of money. This is a crucial reminder that drug development is a high-risk, high-reward game. Many promising compounds never make it to market. They also highlight the ever-changing landscape of regulations both in the US and internationally. These rules can significantly impact how quickly or even if a drug can be developed and sold. Beyond the R&D webcast, they also issued a press release on the 13th of November 2025. This release gives us a bit more detail. It talks about expanding their RAS platform to tackle central nervous system diseases, which means they are looking into treating conditions like Alzheimer's or Parkinson's with their RAS technology. That's a huge expansion of their focus. The press release also gives manufacturing updates on Riproxalap. Riproxalap is their lead drug candidate, meaning it's the one they are closest to getting approved. It's being developed for dry eye disease. They are calling it a first-in-class investigational new drug, which means it's a totally new type of treatment for this condition. The filing includes Exhibit 99.1, which is the actual slide presentation. This is where all the detailed charts, graphs, and specific data points would be, but for us it means we are getting the direct information from the company's own communication. And Exhibit 99.2 is the press release we just talked about. These are the core documents providing the meat of the update. Signing off on this document is Todd C. Brady, MD, PhD, the Chief Executive Officer. Having a CEO with both medical and doctoral degrees at the helm is often a good sign for a science-driven company like Aldeyra. Now let's put on our Warren Buffett hat and look at the bigger picture. Aldeyra Therapeutics Incorporated is in the exciting but incredibly risky field of drug development. Their focus on RAS modulators is innovative, and addressing the role of reactive aldehydes in disease is a promising area. The expansion into central nervous system diseases is ambitious and could unlock massive potential if successful, but it also significantly increases the complexity and risk of their development pipeline. Riproxalap for dry eye disease appears to be their most mature product, and its progress is a critical indicator of the company's near-term viability. However, the company itself explicitly warns that they might not ever generate significant revenue, acknowledging the high failure rate in this industry. This level of transparency is valuable for investors. The key risk here, as they clearly state, is regulatory approval and continued clinical trial success. If Reproxalap falters or if CNS trials hit major roadblocks, it could be a very tough road ahead. On the other hand, a successful drug for dry eye or a breakthrough in CNS treatments could be transformative. Alright, that's our breakdown of Aldeyra Therapeutics Incorporated's latest filing. What's your take on their RAS platform and their expansion into CNS diseases? Do you think Reproxalap has a good shot at approval? Drop your thoughts in the comments. If this analysis was valuable, hitting that like button really helps, and subscribe for more deep dives into corporate documents. Don't forget to check out our Discord community linked in the description below. Thanks for watching. See you next time.